So as I've been moving my currants and things, and as I've been chopping back grapes or whatnot, I've been taking cuttings. So I've got one cutting bed here, one cutting bed there, and one cutting bed around the back. So this is an important way of saving money by doing this plant propagation method by taking cuttings, because what I'm working on is trying to make the allotment a bit more low maintenance. As you can see, a lot of abandoned plots, they've just cut it back, but I've been creating this edible wildlife hedgerow. Now it's quite bare at the moment because a lot of things are dormant, a lot of things have just been moved as well and transplanted, so they're a little bit raggedy, but we've got things like currants here. These globe artichokes, I've divided up all my plants. I've got about between 20 and 30 divisions from about 6 plants, so these will be really good for the bees. I've got mint here, I've got strawberries here, I've got Japanese ginger that's been divided. Obviously at the back I've got my trees. I mean, the cheapest I got these for was £100 for quite a lot of rootstocks, and to me, I don't want to spend that too much, but I think gardening's a lot about being frugal. So I've essentially been doing this, and what we see here is essentially being repeated all the way down, all the way around here, and all the way around the other side of the allotment as well. So whenever this video ends, my memory goes, that is where it goes. So before that happens, if it does happen, I'd like to wish you guys the best of luck or whatnot, and yeah, I'm not dead, but yeah. So we'll just continue on the little tour. So essentially, yep, it's been duplicated all around here as well, and here we've got our plant propagation area. This is where crowns of yacon plants and other things are being left here. They get overwintered. As the shoots come up from the soil, they get divided in the spring and then they get planted. This is a more natural way of doing it, because what I found out, I did it too early. They were in the polytunnels and the weather got them a bit, so doing it outside here hopefully should naturalise them a bit more. Again, we have the same thing repeated. We've got our currants, we've got red, white, black here, we've got lavender, we've planted some spring bulbs in here as well, and you can see lots of globe artichoke divisions. And again, this part as well down here, one task to do today is to remove the last remaining currants and rhubarb. As you can see behind this bed here, everything is moved, but essentially, yeah, the same system has been applied on the other side. And this little gap here is a rough marking. This will be where long stay crops like yacon and sunflowers, which will stay for a while, will be growing as well. And in the middle will be things like our annual crops like beetroot and lettuce and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's been a lot of moving stuff around, taking cuttings as I do it, doing a lot of divisions as well. So a lot of these globe artichokes have just moved, as well as all of the currants from here. So again, it just basically repeats itself around, because I've got to find a way to keep away all these weeds that are going to come away from into the allotment. So I've been struggling. So the same thing, and I've been using things like geraniums as ground cover, as well as strawberries. And I'll just be filling it up with more cuttings and other things as I fill it in. It's going to be modelled on the edible forest garden, so I'll be looking for things that spread, you know, different heights of a forest. I'll be planting in with edible crops, so essentially. And we've got our buddleias here as well, and we've got various clematis that I've took cuttings on. They're doing okay here as well. So essentially that's what it is really, just repeated all the way around. And the popcorn is something I've got to harvest soon, but I'm letting it dry on the stalk. The oca, the frost has hit it, so that'll be ready to harvest in a couple of weeks as all the growth dies back and all that energy goes into the tubers. As we go around again, we've got things, different set of trees here. We've got crab apples, service berries, we've got some wild roses, but still a lot of the other crops which have been divided and cuttings and stuff come here as well. So, and it's lined with, sorry for the shaking, it's lined with logs as well to give people crawlers a habitat, and it's essentially just repeated all the way along, and will be repeated all the way along the allotment. And it goes up here. This is where our currants are going to be planted, and some rhubarb as well. And here I've just divided up. The thing I love about gardening, being frugal, so I've took that, a fig cut, and literally took it a couple of days on the plant. I planted it in here because it's a bit more shelter, because we haven't got much shelter at the moment. We've got our cannas and bananas here that have been just transplanted as well. So essentially that's it. It's a lot of work, it doesn't look too much, but the results should pay off in a couple of years time. So from me guys, I shall see you later, and take care and have a good one.